Hello everyone, L13 Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome back to more In Stars in Time. I have a cat on me, so this is gonna be fun. To do a little grinding, that's why Siffrin is now level 94. But I just wanted to get people to a point with it. So, okay, we remembered kiln and pottery wheels this time, so that's something for us. Let's just let them go through the cursing of Castle Chateau, just being a regular, ordinary guy. Yep, that's the last issue. And now we just let them read. How many times... I wonder as well, like, if what Siffrin did was, like, read a page or two, right? Per loop, would he be able to tell the entire story? Yes, very high stakes. The reading is important. You patiently wait while Mirabelle reads. Makes a high-pitched sound every once in a while. So, ordinary guy. He was a normal, everyday person. He was just some dude. It's fine. Makes me wonder about stories I myself would write. He was just some guy. Please don't bite the cord on my controller. We haven't gotten there yet, but please don't do that in advance. We can process this as we walk. Unused clay. Makes me really wonder if I could mix the clay with something else. Okay. Let's do the barrels. It's a barrel full of nuts. Great. You know, one of these days, I would think that I'd remember that there's nothing in there. But I'd literally have the hardest time. Contains some pottery and salty broths. Full of change god statues. Box full of crafting materials that no one liked. Paper mache hands are gone, so there's stuff in there. Statue of the change god that's been destroyed. Alright. Let's go. We get to go see what's in the new place. I'm running right there. Screw every single other thing. Alright. Of memories. I would save it before I go in, but there's no point, really. This gate is locked. It is locked by one of those weird word locks. There's something written above the lock, too. Maybe you should take a closer look. You can read it now. What's it say? It's asking a question. You answer it out loud. The door unlocks. It's the question. It's the answer. Uh-huh. What did you say, Sif? I couldn't hear it either. Did you say something? You open the door. Stop treating them like they're a nuisance. They're your family. Okay, what's in here? Oh, a thing about stars and stuff. Star charts. More star charts. A bookcase. All the books are so old they'd probably disintegrate in a single touch. It's... What is this? It has a lot of balls attached to it. And there's a lever here. If we turn it, it seems the balls will move around this big middle ball. Does it represent something? It looks familiar somehow. Yeah, I feel like I've seen something like this before. It's called an Ori. An Ori? Yeah, it's a machine to calculate the position of astronomical objects. Astro what? Oh, you mean like stars and planets and stuff. Interesting. How do you know what this is, Siffrin? For once, Siffrin hasn't forgotten something, but we all have. Yeah, interesting. journal with a star on its cover. It looks very old and feels like it'd break apart in one touch. I want to read it so bad. Please, let's stop wasting time and reading every book we come across. But if the book has a star on it, it must be important, right? Get closer to the book. Fine. You of all people, researchers, should be more involved with this, but let's do it. Be careful handling it, though. Mirabelle carefully takes a look at the book in her hands and flips through the pages. It's a little long. It seems like this is the diary of a very sad person. What if that's the king? Why sad? What happened to him? They don't actually say. Just feels like they've lived through some hard times, and everyone around them seems to brush their worries aside. Everyone is acting like everything's fine when this person continues to suffer. Oh, bummer. More like boring. Read a passage. Sure. Well, no one can understand what I've been through. Not my friends, not my family, no one. If no one can understand me, if I'm doomed to never be truly seen by another, if I'm the only one who can understand what I've gone through, then couldn't I just create another self? Siffrin self. Is the king actually me? Another me? Someone I could talk to, who could understand. Uh-huh. Oh, interesting. Now we're getting somewhere. Talking to another self to come to terms with what they've gone through. But in the end, they'd still be alone, right? Sometimes you just need a voice that answers back, Bonbon. Yeah, that's true. Huh. It would be an echo chamber, though. You'd never get any good conclusion talking to yourself endlessly. I suppose they felt so alone they saw no other recourse, though. But tell me, Mirabelle, do they get a rude wake-up call as they realize creating another self is absolutely impossible? Yeah. Using craft to change a body is hard enough. Creating a whole new one and identical to one another and able to talk back, probably wishcraft. It's just impossible. They spent a good chunk here trying to figure out how to do it. A lot of complicated theory. The writing seems to be getting more frantic, too. It's barely legible in some places. Of course. Realizing this can't be done. That's kind of sad. Oh, this page. It only has a few words, but I figured it out. How to create another me. Oh, the music stopped. Bodycraft didn't work. Crafting clay didn't work. Nor wood, nor marble. Oh, I have a bad feeling. Nothing worked. But one thing could. Wishcraft. Wishcraft will make my wish come true. I just have to do it. I just have to ask. Huh? Wishcraft. The king mentioned wishcraft before, didn't he? He seemed to imply that it was used to trap you in this time loop, didn't he? So it is real. It's real. It's real. You hide your smile by covering your mouth. Siffrin? And then? Oh, and then... Mirabelle turns the page. Oh, my wish came true. I will always be understood now. Huh. Happy for them, I suppose. I'm the clone. That's why I can't remember certain things. Because I'm only programmed to remember so much. So, they did it? They created another them? With wishcraft? What's a wishcraft? Surely a type of craft they invented for this tale. As we've said, it's impossible to create a copy of yourself. That's why I'm seeing ghosts. Interesting premise, though. And making this fictional tale look like an old diary was interesting. Too bad wishcraft isn't real, though. I'd wish for stuff, too. But it is real. It has to be. It has to be. You have to tell Loop about this. God damn it. So now I just go back through it, huh? Telescope that's broken. Is there anything else? The complicated theory craft, I'm sure I'll have to come back to. Just put on the barrels for right now. Mirabelle's role model frozen in time. Another housemaid that we always wanted to talk to. So, yeah, I have to be the clone. Am I the clone of the king, though? I have a feeling. Yeah, that's your room. It's a barrel full of nothing. Barrel, something in there. Crafted waters. Barrel, don't shake. Barrel full of nuts. So does that mean that the one that's frozen, the me that's frozen, is the one... Okay, hold on. Let's think this through. Oh god, I had a thought, now it's going. So the me that's trying to freeze everything made a me so that I'd have someone to talk to. That's why the king keeps asking if I remember. Right? Feels like that's gotta be it. Crafting a bomb. So, okay, what I was gonna say. Is it possible that the king is just a version of me that became such good friends with people that I never bothered to tell anyone else about me? It's hard when you can't talk about your pain and your trauma like that. Bottling it up like this isn't good, but you can't just trauma dump on people not prepared for it. Mirabelle's roommate, who is most definitely not okay, but is frozen in time. I wonder who the king's friends were, because if that was all written by the king, that tells me that the king... Maybe the messy room was mine? A clone of me? No, because I'd remember it. Unless it was the king's original room. Rolled papers, dresses. You wonder if he'll wear different clothes again. Horror books, Christening of Castle Chateau, meat slicing. Horror books in there, there's quite a bit. For somebody's entertainment. Okay, so before we go on to fight the king, there's one other room I want to go look at. Mirabelle's dresser, there's important papers inside there. Yada yada. Fruity smell. Yep. But nothing new. Noted. She'd mutter formulas in her sleep. They haven't died yet. I call that a win. Alright. Paper and pen. Someone in the middle of writing down their change. Okay, but there's nothing new here so far. Okay. Brings back memories. Bodycraft. Okay, so what I think we'll do after we finish this room and defeat the thing we need to defeat, the sadness, We'll go back. We'll save it. We'll go into that room with the colors. With the color diary. See if there's anything we could read there. Vials, you pick them up. Salty broths. House maiden. You don't know who it is, but that's fine. Another house maiden. They were going through a change. That makes sense. Alright. Interesting to identify people by their jewelry, but I get it. Vials. Give them to Bonnie. Oh, yeah. I wish for rest. Huh. I didn't think about it. So do you wish to the change god? And something changes? Is that how that... I have a lot of questions. How insightful. Yes, but she wants to hear what locals think about it. And the emotional parts. Whoa. I think it's because I took drowsy medication last night. Trying to stay awake is rough. Not because the game isn't, like, interesting me at all, but, like, man, when you take one of them drowsy medications and it's been a while, ooh. Your body just gets way too drowsy. Now you can do it in a month or so. Interesting. Crafting yourself would be grounds for prison. Say they crafted him to be so massive. Yeah. Just telling you their point of view. Still really interesting that that's illegal there. Candles, lavender. Closet filled with clothes, so we finish this up. I wonder if this was made for me by the king? I initially thought that the king and I would be friends, but now I'm having this feeling that we're the same person. Then how could the king kill me? Wait. Something has come to mind. Has to come to mind anything. Okay, so he was upset I couldn't remember. How can you not remember something as simple as this? Something as simple as where you got your blinding cloak that you've been carrying for as long as you can remember. Whoa. You felt wind on your face? Isabel shook your cloak sharply, making a wave of wind blow on your face. See? Your cloak is solid, too. So that's really cool. And look, everyone, come closer. Look at this. Friend looks at where Isabeau is pointing away from your face. You look, too. So right here, right? That's super interesting stitching. It's back stitching, right? Which is a very solid kind of stitching, and it's used in a lot of different places. But Volgardian clothing in general is moving away from backstitching because we think it's boring. Like here, my clothes have something called chain stitching, and it's also in a zigzag shape because it looks cuter, I guess. But backstitching is just more durable. Now that I look at it, your hat has the same stitching too. I wonder if they were a set. Isabel raises his head and looks at your face. And, look at the way the cloak is weaved, too. It's wool. It goes one thread up, one thread down, etc. But again, Volgardian clothing likes a more interesting visual. So if you look at Mira's cloak, are you saying that Friend's cloak is boring? No, I'm not saying it's boring. I'm saying it's like the clothing that's less like Vogard or even Kaboo's artistic clothing. It's less clothing that you make to look pretty or to make to stand out, and more clothing that keeps you warm and comfy. It's function over form, you know? Oh, okay. Uh-huh. So, what I'm saying is, considering the craft that came into it, the temperature regulation and how it grows with you, whoever gave you this cloak wanted to make sure you're going to be nice and comfy for a long time, Sif. Uh. You try not to cry. You bite your lip and breathe slowly in and out. Oh. You walk away from the closet. Let's look at something else. Okay. Closet is filled with many different types of clothes. Closet, you open it, found the angry key, and put it in your pocket. What's this about? So interesting. It was getting on me that I couldn't remember a single thing. And whoever made this for me cared quite a bit. Interesting. Good thing I did this one bit at a time. As soon as I started seeing the static, I was like, wait a minute. Be boring? Could you imagine it'd be like, being forced to eat your favorite food forever? You sure? Really imagine it. Oh, God. Nope, can't do anything except eat. That would suck. Wonder if they're gonna say anything about me being trapped. Nope. Alright. At what point, Siffrin, do you talk with them about your problem? And I mean this genuinely. At what point do you talk with them about your problem? Yep, that's down. Okay, good. I put that back on. Alright, we'll go beat that sadness. We're gonna run back then. We're gonna save it. And I'm gonna go back to that library-looking room. Because I need to know. Insert the key into the keyhole and open the door. Perfect. Free sadness crest. Let's go. Alright. So, still then, what are the sadnesses? Are they failed me's? Are they failed clones? And they're just the emotion. Oh, I'm having a lot of thoughts here. Starcrest, it's in my pocket. Weird smell. Sugary. So wishcraft again. Yeah. What if those sadnesses are just failed attempts at making clones that understand him? Because they don't... I mean, they do when they don't freeze you in place. So some of the higher, like, bigger end sadnesses that do that, I could definitely see them being agents of the wish to carry it out. But not... Alright, I want to go over here real quick. Because I want to see what's through here. That's why I saved it when I did. I know. I want to read this, though. Some papers, you pick one at random. Poem about a fox and a crow. There's a bunch of unfinished poems on the desk. He slaps one of them in his hands. Yes, I'm reading. Oranges are nice. Oranges are soft. Oranges are frail. You look at me, I feel like one. Your fingernail digs into my cheek. Peel an orange open, and it ends there. This is a clue? No, it's just someone's unfinished poem. Let's finish it for him. Do we have time? Do we really have time to do this right? Peel an orange open. Orange juice comes out. Oh, gems. Peel an orange open. The person who wrote this is the orange, right? That seems to be the interpretation, yes. Okay, so I die. Very literal, very nice. Blood oranges? Something with that? Something bloody but poetic? I haven't heard a single good idea yet. Madam, do you have something then? No. Yeah, leave it to the young people to do the job, I get it. Sif, your turn. Isn't it nice and sweet? Question ending. It's in poetry. They call that a cliffhanger. No, they don't. There's a note with the word open phrase 123 on it. You look a little closer. Is that an open phrase for something? It sounds very safe and not stupid at all. It is very stupid. We got the vials. Festival that was supposed to take place. You don't know what today's date is, so you're not sure when this festival was supposed to take place. Some books all lined up. Bonnie hasn't taken the book this time. Huh? What? I know, I'm very strong and cool, aren't I? I am. I really am. You smile. You find an anthology of horror series. On the cover, a handsome young man looks into the night, fearfully but longingly. Oh, Mira, this looks like the kind of book you like. Horror books. Ones that are massive. Yep. It's beautiful. You think about other things. Did someone in the house have it all this time? Did someone keep it from you? Yeah. About pure-hearted boys being subjected to awful monsters and horror situations. Seeing them scream in fright. I can't help but root for them. Be happy I'm not in their situation at the same time. Yeah, that's fair. Pray for their survival. They do not usually all survive. It's 50-50. Catharsis fills me, my whole being, when they get caught. Something wonderful about that, too. The stress and fraud. Don't hurt yourself, kid. I, too, am lost. Very good, very moving. Makes me feel like I'm on the run. And also sometimes the heroes end up bonding with the monsters, too. Romance. Books about terrible things happening to good people. Like Barefoot Gen. When we finally get our book club going, I'd love to know more. Okay, so there wasn't anything. So we can just go back. Alright, well, I got the thing. And I went back through there. So there was the Mudawu stuff. But not really anything of substance. Yes, let's use the Starcrest. I like that froze that guy in place. Mirabel's friend frozen in time. It's one of my friends. He pushed me away so the curse wouldn't get me. I think in this next room I should probably put on the memories thing. Because I wonder if that actually does change anything. Or just the fact that I have memories available. You insert the key into the keyhole and open the door. Isn't that the key you found in the classroom? Nobody's on to me yet, which is crazy. I feel like I'm giving away a lot that something's wrong here. And if they're feeling anything, which I know that they are, they're not saying anything. Keep going. All right, bathroom break. So let's see what's in the bathroom. See what experience we get this time. Bathroom. These have got to be like individual sectional stalls, right? Because people go through changes so often. You might as well go too. Alright, everyone's done powdering their nose. You close the bathroom stall door and inhale sharply. Oh no. That was too loud. Someone might hear you. Try again. Your eye stings. Why? Your stomach hurts. Your head feels like it's about to split in two. Oh, Sifren. Try to breathe silently in and out, but it won't go in or out. Oh. Do you want to cry? Is that it? Oh, yeah. You always thought crying was just a waste of time, but you remember reading once that the act of crying does actually make you feel better, which is true, by the way. I read the same thing. Okay, then. Tears. Come on out. What happens when I cry? No tears are coming out. Okay. Huh. Sounds like you don't want to cry right now after all. Stars. You're finally someplace where no one will see you, and you spent this whole loop wanting to cry. Now that you're safe and hidden, tears won't come. Because they acknowledge that you want the help. It's like in Inside Out, where, you know, sadness and crying and showing that emotion is how you signal to other human beings that you need assistance. And I think it's because your body knows you won't get assistance if you cry. I'm quiet right now. Cool, I got heat. Okay. You need to cry right now. I know that feeling. You won't get this chance for a while. Stars. You can't cry from your dead eye, but you should be able to cry from the other, can't you? Or are you broken on both blinding sides? Stop doing this to yourself. Just cry, stupid body. Okay, but I've been there. I've been there. Where like this is gonna sound really nuts, but I promise you this has worked for me. And I've heard that this works for somebody else, to like check in with your body. Or if you're like feeling an anxiety attack, that you like check in, you're like, hey, and it helps if you say it out loud, but like, hey, I know we're freaking out right now because you're trying to protect me from a very potentially dangerous situation. And I appreciate you doing that. That I really do. But that's not what we need right now. We need to be calm for this so that we can be smart about how we handle, these concerns. We need to let this go. Can you let me move on? Like this, like just talking to your physical body about it really sometimes does actually help. I don't know why, but sometimes it does, and it's better than doing nothing. Your nose burns, your eyes sting, but there's no tears coming out. It's not working. I wonder if you can't cry. Because not because you're a clone, but because the sadnesses are tears. This is a losing battle. Oh. Maybe pain will do the trick? Oh, no. No. We don't. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks to a friend from high school. That kept insisting that all of the marks on their arms and legs, mostly it was the legs, was from their cat. They weren't. I can't close my eyes. I have to actually read it for you guys, but I don't know if I can bring myself to press the A button. Because I don't want to see Sif hurt themselves. I don't want to see this happen to him. He deserves so much better. Okay. It's the only way I can progress forward. Sif made his choice. I just have to watch it. Put a finger in your mouth and bite down as hard as you can. I know someone that does that. And they're overwhelmed with anger. Oh no. Nope, not working. No. Apparently, it's apparently not time to cry yet. Okay, stop. Calm down. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that advice. You're fine. You're fine. Nope, we're not doing that. You just need to keep going. No, we're not. Oh, my God. You have to find out more about how the loops work. It's the only path you have left. Learn more about the loops. Learn why you're here. About why the loops break down when you talk to the head housemaiden. And act better. Your family members. You can tell they feel something's wrong. You need to get your act together. If they know something is wrong, it'll only get harder for you. Especially if she knows. The head housemaiden? Especially if... Huh? What? The tall one with the glasses. Oh my God, I'm forgetting them. Odal. You forgot Odal? The researcher, she's the coolest. She can get so curious sometimes it makes her seem almost childish. She's too perceptive for her own good, and you can't remember her name. Someone came to check on me. Siffrin, are you okay? You've been in there a while. Oh. Odal. Yes. Odal, that's my name, yes. Is everything... there's no toilet paper in the stall. Oh. Ha. I'll go get you some. Give me a second. You hear her walk away. Odal, Mirabelle, Isabeau, Bonnie. I have a feeling that this is going to be like Arya Stark's list. Odal, Mirabelle, Isabeau, Bonnie. Odal, Mirabelle, Isabeau, Bonnie. I can just... this might be because I just played the Slay the Princess game, but I can hear him repeating it the same way that the guy in control of our body functions did it. It's okay, you remember. You still remember. You bite your gloved fingers and try to breathe deeply in and out. You remember. You haven't forgotten them. They're still here, traveling together with you. You're still here. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're not okay, my guy. You flinch. Something fell on your lap. I found you some paper, Siffrin. Thank you, Odal. See you in a second. You hear her walk away. You take the toilet paper and hold it between your hands. You press your face against it, breathing, thinking about nothing. I wouldn't do that with toilet paper, but go off, I guess. Wow, this toilet paper is really nice and soft, actually. You wonder where she found it. See? You've been stuck in a time loop. Even though you've been stuck for a long time, there's still things that you can find out about the world around you. This roll of toilet paper is giving you hope. Oh, god damn it, kid. How blindingly wonderful for a roll of toilet paper to be the only hope you have left right now. Fuck, quit this. You exit the stall. All right, everyone refreshed. Come on. Please, dear God, Odal. Please. You nod. Good. Let's get going then, shall we? God damn it. Please, Odal. Alright. I thought maybe I'd see another ghost with that. I figured if anything would be most likely to happen, it'd be in that room after we just felt secure. Everyone's lost in thought, most likely sending their wishes. Yeah. Yeah, we wish. You wish for eternity. Why? Why do you wish for eternity? You found the key knife. Yeah, it gave it to us, but why eternity? I think I'm slowly becoming the king. It's floor 3 entrance. The gods beamed us there. I'm still absolutely petrified, but okay. Oh. Thank you, change gods or expressions or whatever. Like, I guess today is just going to be one of those days that I have, like, a lot going on. Oh. Oh. Poor Siffrin. God damn, Siffrin. I just wish you'd stop beating up on yourself for a second. Well, either way, that's all the time we've got for this episode. So take care, everybody.